Twinkle and the Fairy Cake Mess. Twinkle was a pink fairy. Her wings glowed when she was happy or excited. They glowed a lot. Twinkle was so happy to be in fairy school. Twinkle loved learning her spells. Sometimes they worked and sometimes they did not, but she always tried. Today was a very special day. All the fairies at the fairy school of magic and music were going to a picnic. There would be music, there would be dancing, there would be treats, and pink berry tea. Each fairy was to make something special and bring it to the picnic. What should Twinkle make? Twinkle spun around and thought some more. And thought some more. Then she had an idea. Her fairy wings glowed. All the fairies loved fairy cake. They loved fairy cake with lots of pink frosting. Twinkle would bake a cake for the picnic. Twinkle ran to the kitchen. She put on a sparkly apron. She set out sugar and eggs and milk. Oh no, fiddlesticks, she cried. Oops, I forgot how to bake a cake. I'll try a spell, said Twinkle. She waved her fairy wand. Abracadabra, fiddle-dee-fee. Let's bake a special cake for a picnic with tea. Poof! Oh no! Twinkle's wand bumped the eggs. Crack, splat! What a mess! I can't fix this mess, said Twinkle. I just need to try again. She closed her eyes. Abracadabra, fiddle-tee-tee. Put these cracked eggs where no one can see. Oh no, the eggs were still a mess, and now Twinkle's spell knocked over the cup of milk too. Fairies never give up, said Twinkle. I just need to try harder. Twinkle held up her wand. She waved it over her head. Swoosh! Bump! She spilled all the sugar. It was sweet, but it was a mess. Oh dear, cried Twinkle. I can't bake a cake, and now I have made a very big mess. Twinkle sat down on the floor. She took a deep breath in. She let out the air. Oh, that feels better, Twinkle said. So she took another deep breath in and let out the air. Twinkle breathed deeply until she felt strong. Then she stood up and grandly waved her wand. Abracadabra, fiddle-dee-dee. I need someone to come help me. Ding dong! Peep and Lulu were at the door. I'm so glad you're both here, said Twinkle. I need some magic help. We can help you, said Peepa. When a friend needs help, we always help, said Lulu. Twinkle showed Peepa and Lulu the kitchen. I want to bake a cake for the fairy picnic, she said, but my spells got sillier and sillier, and I made a big mess. Don't worry, Twinks. We'll help you bake a cake, said Peepa. We love baking, said Lulu, but first we'll help you clean up. Twinkle gave her friends sparkly aprons. Peepa held up her wand. Abracadabra, fiddle-dee-foo. A friend is someone who will always help you. Peepa, cried Twinkle, you did it. The sugar went back in the bowl. The milk went back in the cup. The eggs went back in the carton. Peepa smiled. Now let's bake a cake together. The fairies stirred and mixed and put the cake in the oven to bake. Then Twinkle and her friends made pink frosting. They each tasted a little, just to make sure it was good. Then they covered the cake with heaps of pink frosting. We need some sparkles, said Twinkle. She put sprinkles on top. There, she said. Oh, it looks so yummy, said Lulu. Everyone at the picnic will love it. We made a super delicious fairy cake, said Twinkle. Yes, said Peepa. We did it together, and everything is better when you do it with friends. Twinkle smiled. It is, she agreed. We will always help you when you ask for help, said Peepa. Lulu nodded. That is what friends do. And I will always help too, whenever you need me, said Twinkle. Abracadabra, fiddle-dee-fee. Peepa and Lulu will always be best friends to me. But Twinkle waved her wand a little too wide and stuck it in the cake. Oh no, Lulu. Lulu gave Twinkle a big hug. Maybe you need to work on your spells, said Peepa, but we will be your friends, even when your spells make a mess. Twinkle, Peepa, and Lulu flew to a picnic. They placed their cake on a table filled with treats. Twinkle and her friends spent the rest of the day playing games and enjoying all the yummy food. And everyone agreed that the yummiest thing of all was the fairy friends' perfectly pink fairy cake. The end.